Welcome to the Tellabs Optical LAN Basic Skills Series video using VLANs. This video will introduce the use of VLANs in the Tellabs Optical LAN system. It will also provide instructions on VLAN provisioning in the Panorama Element Management System. The topics covered in this video will be an overview of how VLANs are used in the optical LAN system, instructions on creating VLANs in Panorama, instructions on applying VLANs to the uplink, instructions on applying VLANs to the uniports, and information on other VLANs used by the optical LAN. A virtual LAN or VLAN is a broadcast domain that is partitioned and isolated in a computer network at the data link layer. VLANs are often used to provide separation between network users and services. VLANs allow networks and devices that must be kept separate to share the same physical cabling without interacting. VLANs improve the simplicity, security, traffic management, and economy of the network. The Tellabs Optical LAN system uses VLANs much the same way that a workgroup switch does. However, there are some key differences that should be noted. The Tellabs Optical LAN system requires that all traffic use a VLAN. That means that there is no untagged traffic carried in the system and the native VLAN cannot be won. Some VLANs are not available for use in the system because they are used for internal operations. These are VLANs 4000 through 4007, 4011, and 4012. All ONT uniports are capable of up to 8 services. That means that 8 different VLANs can be assigned to the same uniport, only one being untagged. In some circumstances, up to 25 VLANs can be assigned to a uniport. This extended VLAN trunking is only available on the ONT 140, 180, and the 142R. VLANs are assigned to the Tellabs Optical LAN system using the switching application in Panorama. This step must be completed first before VLANs can be used on the uplink trunk or the access port. Select the desired OLT to assign the VLAN, and then select the VLAN properties table. To add a new VLAN, click on the Add a Row icon, identify the VLAN number. Arrays of sequential VLANs can also be used. The ACL mode is used to identify the default action of the ACLs used on the uniport. The most common bridge type for VLANs is full bridging. Other bridge types are private VLAN and transparent LAN service. The MST ID can be used to identify the priorities of the VLAN when using multiple spanning tree protocol. Also, dynamic ARP inspection can be enabled on the VLAN. Checking Apply saves the VLAN and enables it to be used on the switch. Once VLANs are established, they can then be added to the uplink trunk. From the switching application, move to the VLAN Assignment tab. Click on the Add a Row icon and identify the new VLAN. Select the uplink flag to be used from the drop-down menu. IGMP proxy can also be enabled. Click Apply to save the new uplink. If VLANs are used on uniports, but not added to the uplink, a VLAN with no egress alarm will occur. If untagged traffic is needed on the uplink trunk, a single VLAN can be identified as a default VLAN. In the lag application, use the NNI uplink interface tab. Select the lag at the top and then the configuration tab at the bottom. Here, a default VLAN can be identified for untagged traffic. Click Apply to save the change. The service profile is used to identify the VLAN that will be assigned to the uniports. The service can also be identified as either tagged or untagged. When assigning more than one service profile to a uniport, only one untagged service profile can be used. Some VLANs are created that are not used for uniport access. The management VLAN is used to communicate with the OLT for in-band management of the switch. When using PON protection, a dedicated VLAN is needed to establish a communications link between two OLTs that share a PON protection link. Also, a voice service VLAN is used when supporting analog phones on SIP agent-equipped ONTs. In all of these situations, a VLAN still will need to be established on the switch and then added to the uplink trunk. This concludes this video. In it, you have learned an overview of how VLANs are used in the optical LAN system, instructions on creating VLANs in Panorama, instructions on applying VLANs to the uplink, instructions on applying VLANs to the uniports, and information on other VLANs used in optical LAN.